So what I'm going to be doing here is taking this APU off of this switch and popping a transplant on this chip. So I have no idea if this is going to work, and I'm pretty sure this switch is faulty anyways, so this is going to be an interesting one, I suppose. So yeah, this could be fun. I'm going to get fluxed out. Get a nice liberal amount of flux down. Let's see if we can just move this foil out of the way a bit. It's just overlapping where the APU is. And that should do it. How's that focus? That focus isn't great, is it? No, could be better. Could be better. Anyway, let's get more flux down. Now, I've only ever taken these chips off. I've never actually put one back on before, and I don't really have the best equipment to do this. So this one could be interesting. But as I say, my doctoring skills for brain transplants are about on par with Doctor Zoidberg. So we'll see how it goes. Right. Okay, I got my brain sucker and my brain scorcher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out on a bit of a lower temperature. I'm going to start out about 260 degrees Celsius, and I'm going to whack this up to, let's go with 70% airflow, which is a bit high. But let's see. So I'm kind of hoping that this will get heat into the board slowly without, like, you know, completely cooking it and bubbling up the PCB and what have you. Because I don't have a BGA rework station, so, you know. Fun times. I'm hoping the foil protects all the other bits around it. I mean, we'll see, right? And I have no idea if I've even got enough flux down. I think I do. I mean, I did use a bucket load. Alright, now let's crank up the temperature from 260 now. Let's take it up to 300. I don't actually care what happens to this chip because I bought this switch faulty on eBay, and when I got it I found it didn't have its NAND module, and this is a V2 switch, so it's patched, so there's absolutely no way I can even rebuild the NANDs to work with it, so it's as good as dead when it comes to that. So we're just sort of YOLOing it now. Okay, let's now crank it up to, let's go 350. There we go. Let's scorch this brain. a bit more flux while we're at it. Whew. Smelly. Right. I think the key is to just get enough heat into it so that I don't tear any pads or anything like that. And me just dumb ape with a hot air gun. Yeah, let's get this thing up to temp. I'm hoping with enough heat this should come off without trashing the board. I'm going to take it up to 400 Celsius now, because I know that the solder under this thing will be unleaded, and that stuff has like a ridiculously high melting temperature anyways, which sucks. So yeah, I'm just going to sort of orbit this thing and hope that that gets us an even enough temperature. And I guess I could nudge it with my tweezers to see if it's ready. That's probably what I should do. I'm going to take this up to 420 Celsius now. Let's give it a teeny nudge. Now there's a bit of give in that now. So I think we're getting there. Just welly down some more flux. Hopefully that'll do it. Let's take it up to... Let's try for 460C. And let's see if we can take this off now. I think we probably can. Nice. Right, there we go. That's the old brain off. It's smoking. Smoking. There we go. Okay, so we got the old chip off. So I guess we've got to clean this mess up now. And get some flux down on here. And what we'll do is we'll mix in some leaded solder as well. And then we'll come in with the desolder wick and clean it up. Flux for days. There we go. Okay, right, so that is that. Let's get the desolder wick. What else do we need? In fact, I could probably... Can I zoom more for you guys? Can I zoom? Yeah, that's about as much zoom as I'm going to get on this camera. But, seems alright. Seems alright. Oh crap, I got the wrong tip on my soldering thingy. heat device machine thing. Right, oh crap. Right. Cool. Let's use this bit. This is the BC3, that's a beast, okay. I do love being able to hot swap solder tips like that, it's so handy. Okay. So that's BC3. There we go. Clean off the tip. Right, well, I guess we would just want to get some leaded solder down first, so let's do that. Man, I'm getting smoked out by the bloody flux here. Whoa. It seems to be working there, it seems to be working. It's mixing in with the old solder nicely. And as I say, this will be the first time I've done this, so we'll see if it works. I'm going to come out of this with flux lungs. There we go. Sweet. Right, let's see if we can get this nicely cleaned up now, shall we? I'll just go over it with a wick. I might switch this onto the scope in a second, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's switch to the scope view. And let me just move the camera. And get everything nicely into focus. How's that? Yeah, that's okay, isn't it? Hey, Jason. Welcome. Yeah, I'm just giving this thing a brain transplant. It's my first time trying this, so we'll see how it goes. I'm just kind of like a monkey with a club. Yeah, well, can you guys see that? Okay, cool. Smoking myself out with flux as well. I ain't got my extractor on, I ain't got enough plugs for it at the minute. Need another multi-extension cord thingy. There we go. It's getting there, isn't it? Nice, nice. Tell you what, Jason, you know when this pandemic's finally done, like, it would be so cool if, like, we could all have a get-together at some point, like me, you, Phil, all the rest, and just get absolutely hammered. I think that would be awesome. Yeah, I did use a stencil. Yeah, I've actually already rebuilt the chip I'm putting on here. I didn't film it though. But yeah, I do use a stencil. Just makes it easier, right? Like, doing it by hand's just crazy. Well, it's a skill. But, you know, too much like hard work. I'll do that with little chips, you know. If it's like a little tiny BGA chip with only like 9 solder bores on it, yeah, sure. But not one of these bad boys. Okay, there we go. smell of flux. You know, it's actually pretty cool when you look at these pads under the scope, because you can see the ones that that go through to the other side of the board, because they have like tiny little pinholes on them. It's something you can't see with a naked eye. It's kind of neat. Let's get the rest into view. Whew. Absolutely smoked out. I kind of wish I had my extractor fan going, because the thing about working with leaded solder, although it's brilliant for actually soldering with, really bad for you. And if you do it a lot, you can slowly sort of accumulate like heavy metal poisoning from the lead as it leaches into you, either by breathing it in or by touching it. Nasty stuff. Come on. Let's give that a spin. Let's see, can you guys see that top corner? Yeah. You know how it is cleaning these bloody things up. But yeah, I'm doing this with just super basic equipment. You know, I'm not using any special BGA stations or anything. I kind of wish I could, but you know, needs must as the devil drives, right? Oh crap, I missed more solder down there. Right. There we go. Burnt rosin flux everywhere. Hey, Duck Donald. Oh, nuts. Oh, double nuts. Knocking shit off my desk. Right. Let's, I guess we can switch back to the camera view, or should I just stay on this view? No, we'll stay on this view. I'm only cleaning up anyway. There we go. Can you guys hear me alright, by the way? Right, I need cotton swabs for this. I assume you guys can hear me okay, right? Yeah, it looks like my... Yeah, okay, my mic's moving, so... But hi all, welcome, welcome. I'm just cleaning the neural pathways for the new brain, you know. Yeah, we're getting there, aren't we? This is looking better. I wish you guys could get the better view that I get, though. Because I get a much higher, a much wider field of view under the scope. I mean, I guess if I ran it in 4:3 aspect ratio, maybe, but... Eh. You know, I think this is starting to look like it's ready for its next chip. What do you guys think? Just make sure we get as much of that nasty gunk as we can off, because it's not always obvious, but there's definitely more still down. Can tell by the fact my cotton swab's turning brown. Wahey! Wahey! You know what though, I do miss the old days of like processors just being, you know, dip packages where it's really easy to swap them. Oh, I feel old now. Okay. That Q-tip is absolutely gross. Let's switch it up to another. I think maybe I'm being a bit over enthusiastic about the cleaning here, maybe. Hey. Yeah, very first time I tried to take one of these APUs off, I tried to do it with tweezers and I ripped a load of pads. I was a dum-dum. Absolute dum-dum. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, I think that'll just about do it. I don't think there's any more gunk on that now. Let's give it one last pass though. One last pass. Because obviously the key to any kind of soldering is everything to be absolutely clean, right? I'm also not 100% sure how to get the alignment of the chip exactly correct on a BGA package of this size. It could be an interesting one to fit. But I think, yeah, I think that'll just about do it. I think that's clean enough. So I guess the next step now is to get flux down on these pads. Okay, that doesn't want to come out. There we go, that should help. Right, I think we've got probably enough flux down. I think. I don't know. As I say, I've never done one of these. Guess you can't have too much flux, right? Okay. So where's that good chip? Here. Let's make sure we've got this nice and clean first. We don't have any crap on it. And make sure all the balls are good. That's what she said. Oh yeah. Alright, I think that's fine on the balls. I think that's fine on being clean as well, actually. Okay. Right. Where's the alignment arrow? There. Oh, I got a bit of a headache. Right then. Let's see about getting that alignment correct, because I've no idea the exact position it should be in. I mean, looks right. Nah, too far. I think that's about right. Hey, King. Yeah, it's that time of day, isn't it? It's that time of day. I've had my lunch, so I'm sort of prepped and good to go with this, I think. And I think this positioning is okay. I mean, I know surface tension will pull it. I'm going to look at another one. Yeah, that's about right, I think. Okay. So, if I move that, I'll switch over to the camera view. Let's see if we can get that into shot better. What do you guys think? Do you think this will work? I'm going to say it won't. My guess is it won't. This is my first attempt at it. Right. Now I'm starting out at about 270C. Oh, that's sliding already. Look at that. I'm going to stop for a second. I probably put too much flux on, to be fair. Yeah, let's switch to the scope. Too much flux. It's aquaplaning. Alright, let's position that a bit better. Actually, it felt like that locked onto some solder balls just then. You know, this is tricky. Phil makes it look easy. Alright, there we go. Think that positioning's good. Maybe. So let's try that again. Let's try that again. Hopefully it doesn't slide around again. Focus isn't brilliant, is it? There we go. Okay, whatever. I'm going to ramp the temperature up now from 270 to, let's go to 320. I think the chip just moved, but I'm not sure. I think it just sort of... I think the surface tension just grabbed it. Can't really be sure at the minute though. I'm kind of paranoid, I don't really want to tap it yet. Okay. I'm going to ramp the temperature up a little bit more from 320 now. I'm going to ramp it up to 380. I think it's getting there. I'm starting to see flux bubble out from under the chip, so that's probably a good sign, I think. Right, I'm going to give it a nudge. Yeah, that's good, I think. Oh, I guess we've got to let that cool down a bit now. Let's see if I can tilt the camera a bit better. Yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it, guys? I'm looking at it there I'm looking at it on the computer light. Did I blow away any of the components on top of the APU? Doesn't look like I did. That would be annoying. That would be really annoying if I did that. Right. Okay. Definitely needs more time to cool off though. Man, people sure as heck rip down this road. Anyway, how are you all doing on this Sunday? Yeah, that's still scorching. That's still pretty hot. In fact, let's see how hot that is. I'm curious. I'm curious. Let's get a bit zoom out. Zoom, 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 zoom. Let's have a look-ski. That's about as hot as an AMD processor from the early 2000s. 66C. Yeah, I wish there was an easier way to cool this down quicker. I guess I could get a fan on it. Nah, I'll leave it. Okay. It's probably cool enough to handle without moving any components off of it. Yeah, this one needs a new USB port as well, so I might as well do that on this stream actually. It's like taking a potato out the oven. Oh, gross. Tasty. Okay. Let me get this under the scope and have a look at it now. Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What we got then? Man, that sure is a mess with a flux, huh? But the good news is, it doesn't look like I scorched any of the plastic on here, and it actually looks like it's positioned properly as well. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, this board is absolutely disgusting. Look at it. Alright, let's see if I can be stupid when replacing this USB port. I guess I can't because there's no USB port here. Can't snap off a USB port if it ain't on the board. You know, modern solutions to modern problems here. Right, okay. So let's get some fresh flux down around here. And let's see what we can do. Alrighty. I'm getting like the delicious smell of flux in my nose. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now I'm sure this is something quite a few of you have done a few times, these ports. I tell you, I hate getting the solder out of these holes though. It just never wants to come. Has that got it? I can't even tell if that's got it. Right, let's move up. Oh, this poor switch, it's been brutalised. But yeah, in case anyone's wondering why it's just had a brain transplant, it's because it was missing its NAND module. I bought this on eBay, and yeah, it arrived without any internal memory, you know, without the NAND module. And obviously, if you don't have the NAND module, it makes it really hard to actually ever repair them, right? So I kind of figured, well, rather than messing around, I'll take a known good APU that I have a NAND paired for and just stick it on. I kind of wrecked that other board anyway, so whatever, right? Let's see if we can get some of this nasty flux out of the way. Yeah, everybody's got their own way of doing these ports, I've noticed as well. So everybody's got like their special technique. My technique is to just heat the board up a load first and then hope for the best. I can tell you something though, this board is definitely going in the ultrasonic after all of this. Yeah, gross. Well, you know what? I think I've got that cleaned up pretty well, right? That looks alright. Okay. Might as well take that water damage sticker off. It's not exactly any good to anyone anymore, is it? Right. Okay, how's that view? That's pretty good, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll take a USB port. I'm going to do a test fit now. So, there's a USB. Gross, gross, gross. There we go. Mutter, mutter, mutter. Okay, my guess would be I haven't quite cleared that left hole. Is that right? That is right, it's just flux in there that I couldn't... Okay. Why do you not have 8... Well, that's a question, isn't it? That's a question. Mind you, I do know there are people that use smart TVs and stuff like that to watch YouTube stuff, and they don't always want to mess about with the TV remote and stuff like that, you know, because obviously if you've got it on TV, you might be doing something in the background or whatever, and you just don't hit like. I mean, I'm not that fast, personally. Some people are, but I'm easygoing. I'm easygoing. Right. Go. Let's see if we can wick this crap out now. I mean, I literally can't tell because there's burnt flux everywhere. I can't tell if that hole's clear or not. Sometimes the old sucker works wonders. Yeah, I could try that. I might try something a bit more brutal though. And in fact, I will. I'm gonna be brutal. Right. I'm gonna hit it with hot air, and I'm gonna dunk the braid in. I usually end up doing this, to be fair. So if I grab my nozzle, let's whack it up to 460C. 60% airflow, I think, should do the job. And then it's yeah, that's okay, isn't it? Yeah. 'Cause I don't really want to go torching the chips next to it. Nice, that's done it. Who needs a solder sucker? Who needs a solder sucker? All you need is primitive copper. Like a real man. Alright, and that fits fine. Okay, great. So I'm going to build up that solder now on those pads. So I'm just going to switch my solder tip. Which one do I want though? That one? Which one's that? No, not that one. Yeah, that one will do me. The BC2 tip. BC2! Let's go. Let's get some flux down as well while I'm at it. Yeah, this poor thing desperately needs to go in the ultrasonic cleaner. Yeah, doing these USB ports really isn't that bad. Okay, there we go. I need a cloth or something. I'm going to pop the nozzle off of my hot air station, and it's probably still about 350 billion degrees Celsius. If you hear me yell, it's because I'm welding my hand to the end of a hot air gun. There we go, got it. Cool. Right. So, USB port, and that's a good one. I better inspect this actually. Yeah, that's fine. I've had these come before where they've not been in good condition, brand new. I've had them with bent pins and stuff on before, so I've learnt my lesson. So what you're about to witness is me being a klutz, probably. Sorry, I'm banging my microphone now. Come on, there we are. Ah. Alright, and nearly there, I think. And done. How's that for a USB port swap? I guess we'll see when we do the nudge test. Alrighty. Well, speaking of the nudge test, let's try it. So let's reposition things a bit. Good, 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 good. Did that move or am I tripping? No, that's good. Good, 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 and good. Okay, none of them are moving on the nudge test. Brain flux, yeah. Yeah, I did it a little bit earlier actually there, Phil. Oh, I had a brain fart there. No, I have replaced it. It's a mess. I don't know if it's worked. I guess we'll find out. I've actually just had to put a new USB port on because this one didn't have a USB port. And it was one of my smoothest USB port changes yet. So that was nice. I'll just touch up these back pins. Oh, Phil, guess what? Guess what? I didn't nearly snap the motherboard with the USB port, but it's only because there wasn't one on it already. What millimeter solder wire do I use? Right now I'm using 0.5 millimeter. I often use something. What is it? 0.3 millimeters is my usual go-to. Depends what I'm doing though. Yeah, okay, I think all those are good. Alright, so we'll get that soldered on the other side. Come on. Good enough. Right, where's the USB port? There it is. Also, look at the state of this. This had somebody else's flux on it when I got it. God, that's disgusting, isn't it? Look at that. Ugh. Ugh. Bit of column A, bit of column B, Phil. Basically, I bought this on eBay and it didn't come with its NAND module. And obviously, you know, they're paired to the NAND module, right? And this is a V2 board, so I couldn't build a NAND module specifically for it. But I did have another dead one that long story short, I fucked up the board. And yeah, basically I was doing hot air stuff directly on the blue mat. The blue mat bubbled up and it basically knocked like a million components. So yeah, the long and short of it is I decided it was actually going to be easier to just transplant the APU to another board, and why not, right? So it's a bit of science and a bit of let's see if we can fix it. Bit of flux there, bit of flux there. Right, let's get this secured down anyway, shall we? Okay. You see, I don't know what's wrong with this PCB either. There might actually be other things wrong with it. I don't know yet, so it could be interesting to try and figure that out. So it's kind of transplant the brain and then hope the body works. That's what this is. I swapped over the APU. The full APU. So I swapped that back. Whoop. This bad boy. I don't know if there's any other chips on the Switch that are paired specifically to each individual Switch. I mean, maybe this one is. I don't know. I don't think it is because you can buy replacements. I think the only unique chip is this. I don't know if the RAM's going to be compatible or not. Should be. And the BGA directly below the BQ24193. Oh, interesting. Directly below the 24193. That's this one? You're talking about... Oh, directly below. Oh. Are you talking about this chip, Phil? No, that's not a Wi-Fi chip, is it? What, this chip? You talking about this one, Phil? Because that's the fuel gauge. That's replaceable. Oh, right. Okay, I got you. So you're talking about this chip. And then on the other side? Or do you mean directly below it? Oh, wait. This is like, what is this like? It's like Pied Piper. Do you mean this thing? Now that'd be interesting because that means if it's married to more than one chip, the certificates must be generated from something like a hash checksum of like unique identifiers on the chip. I wonder if identifying those unique identifiers is possible in software, and if you could perhaps regenerate the certs to repair things. That would be interesting. No, that's not. No, that's definitely not paired. 100% not paired. I know this because I actually repaired one by buying a replacement fuel gauge chip, and that got it going because the caps around that fuel gauge on one I repaired were shorted. 100% you can replace that. In fact, I've actually replaced 2 of those so far. One I took as a donor from a system that had a working one. Yeah, maybe, but 100%, you know, I bought, where'd I get it from? Z Labs, I think I sourced it from. I think I've still got the pack. Do I? No, that's a socket connector. I don't know, anyway, yeah, I've definitely tried that, and, yeah, you can 100% replace that. So if you ever have one of those go, just give it a replacement, right, and see for yourself. But yeah, 100%. You can totally switch them. So yeah. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch to diode mode. I'm just going to see if I'm getting proper readings on these pins. Yeah, the NAND 100% definitely paired. Like 100%, 151% is definitely paired. I think most of the chips aren't paired though. Alright, that's fine. Open. That's not right. Open. Interesting. Man, I'm getting some weird readings on these. I'm getting 2.6 voltage drop on that pin. I'm getting 1.192 voltage drop on that pin. 500 there's normal, I think. 500 there. Is that normal? I'm not sure. Open line there. 2.6 there. This ain't right. Okay. This definitely ain't gonna work yet. Yeah, I'll have a look, Jason, because I think it's something like 400, 400, 700s off the top of my head, and then maybe a 400 and a 400. It's something like that. I know those readings are well off that I was getting. I thought that was open then. No, okay. I'm just checking around caps now. Alright, P13's probably dead. I think M92 might be alright. Okay, those weird readings are probably down to P13. Oh wait, hang on. That ain't right. Okay. Short on APU? Could be. I did just solder that beast in. Ooh. Yeah, I've got a short there, look. You see that? Yeah, that's not good, is it? Yeah, directly below CPU, yeah. I'll put the P13 off anyway, because I'm pretty sure that's bad, and then I can check those readings again, I suppose. So let's do that. Let's do that. Right, there we go. There we go. Right, let's get some focus. Oh, it's checking diode mode, I presume, or resistance mode, something like that. Fair enough. Anyway, let's get this bad boy off. Pretty sure it's like fooked. Come on, let's go. Right, there we are. I mean, it's well possible, Phil, that I cooked the APU as well. That's also a possibility. But it was this cap on top, wasn't it? The P13 was connected to. No, we're good. It's relieved the short. I think. Has it really? Wait, no. Hang on. What? Yeah, not looking good, is it? That's interesting, though. That sort of a CPU that I put on there would be bad. I wonder if the CPU is bad or if I've soldered it badly. You know what I mean? I mean, the orientation looks fine. Oh, what a sad day. What a sad day. I wonder, though. I wonder. Because there is a lot of shit on this board. No, that's bridged. Yeah, what's interesting though is they weren't reading short with the other APU. So yeah, you could well be right. You could well be right, because if that's connected directly to the APU, which I imagine something like an HDMI switcher probably would be, that would make sense. That would absolutely make sense. You know, I'm going to YOLO this now. Sod it. Pull-in pads. Yeah, I did see the pull-in pads thing. That was with that... Was it an HDMI encoder? Was that it? So at least this one's not a customer switch though, you know, this is just my own that I'm screwing with, right? Like, I don't mind if it dies. I already considered it for spares anyway at this point, so... I'm just going to try hitting it with heat because YOLO. Screw it. Oh, RAM IC, okay. Oh, this bloody nozzle's still cooking. It's reflow time! God, Phil. Always PC, man. Always PC. Let's switch view. Let's switch view. Swag McDank means. Right, whatever. Ugh! Smoke! Ah, bastard. Ah, fuck. Excuse me, pardon my French. I'm just cooking myself, apparently. Ow. 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 I really shouldn't grab hot metal, should I? I'm so impatient, though. Well, I'm on this side. I can always check that. What's a thingamajig cap? Let's see what we get now. Let's see if we get any change at all. Nope. You know, for what it's worth, I'm just going to rip M92 off now anyway. Why not? Yeah, probably. Yeah, well, you know. Crap happens, right? Crap happens. Oh, actually, Phil, have you done your crazy 8 amp upload yet? I'm really interested to see that one. I still can't believe you had 8 amp draw from a PC USB port. That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I'm pretty sure the USB standard only supports like 500 milliamps, like, normally. Bottom cap makes you think of solder bridges. It could be solder bridges, you know, it really could. I have seen some solder blobs around this board, so... Is that... Okay. Oh, okay, fair enough, Phil. Yeah, when you get that uploaded, I'm going to jump on that, because I'm super curious as to how the hell that managed to happen. I mean, I'm surprised 8 amps didn't blow up the board, you know? Actually, what's going on down here? Okay. I was just thinking, is this cap on the 1.8 volt rail? Is it on the 1.8 volt rail? You see, all the areas where there's really dark, nasty shit on this board, like round here, are where somebody else was messing around before me. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably APU's dead. I mean, half of mine to take the APU off and see if it relieves the short. Yeah, I can do. RB King, yeah, I can totally. I imagine that's going to be a lot easier than the Switch because there's actually schematics available for the links these days, I think, which is nice. See, I'm wondering with this Switch though, is it just a 1.8 volt rail? Actually, what readings are we getting in diode mode on the USB port now? That's a question, isn't it? So we're getting... Open. 750. Open. Huh. Seven fifty on those two. Open. That's a weird one, isn't it? Yeah. Right. I'm running out of ideas. I don't think it's the APU. I've got a gut feeling it's not the APU. I think it's something else. But that's just a hunch. Let me check round the fuel gauge. Yeah, fuel gauge seems fine. You know, I might just chuck this in my ultrasonic for shits and giggles. Yeah, at this point I'm going to do that. Screw it. Talk amongst yourselves, you know, have fun. See ya. What is the diode reading on pins 6 and 7 on the port? Well, let's have a look. Right. Diode mode. Let's see. Are we going left to right or right to left? 2 middle pins, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Apparently that's 480. That's 480. I swear they were just reading 700. What the fuck? That's 481. That's 481. Yeah, 2 middle ones are reading 481. Yep. DC buck converter for the LCD. Ain't gonna be that, is it? Suppose I can check the 3.3 volt rail. I don't think it's gonna be anything on that though. You never know. I'm very tempted to buy myself a Fluke multimeter and one of those cheaper ones like the 17B. Normal for the APU lines there. That's interesting, isn't it? I wonder if I've just got to short the ground somewhere. I mean, those seem fine. I don't know though. You see this 2R2 inductor? It looks a bit screwed up, right? Well, that's not going to cause a short, so... What is that crap? Oh, it's just... Oh, it's probably adhesive. Okay, there is actually continuity there. Yeah, most strange though that we're still getting short on that cap. And on that cap. I mean, normally when this one goes, it's something to do with P13, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know, guys. I'm fresh out of ideas. I've tried nothing and I'm all out of ideas. Oh, wait, okay, max IC. For the APU. Well, this is the... Are you talking about the 77620, the one that's responsible for the power rail? This one? No, I'm going to test around it. Screw it. In fact, I'm going to test around every chip now. Why not? I'm already at it, right? Okay. Now let's try these caps. No. That's interesting. I'm getting a short on this. Is that actually a cap? Two warranty returns and it's customer's fault they've come back. What have they done? Like, bloody dropped them down the stairs or something and said, oh look, my screen cracked because it overheated. Now, is that right? That is an interesting reading I'm getting right there. Let's just look at another board for reference. What cap was that? That was the third one on the left up, which would be... that one. Alright, that's interesting. Okay. So next to the 77620 PCIM, this chip, it looks like this capacitor here is reading as short. Where does that lead, though? Problem is, I can be lifting parts all day, right? Okay. Okay. Tempted to move that capacitor and just see if the short's still there. Right, okay. Nice one, Jason. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, that Max chip. The Max 77620. If by below the APU you mean, like, literally on the other side of the board from it. Floated it. Yeah, I could have done, because I did put a lot of heat into the board, and it is possible. You know, I'm going to reflow it. Let's see if that helps. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm with you. You're saying you think I floated. Delicious flux. You're thinking. I'm assuming you mean this one right here. The 77621. I think there's a delay on the chat, by the way. I've not set a delay, but I think there is one. Don't worry, I stopped. I stopped. Well, what's interesting is I know that these two chips, the 77621s, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're responsible for the 3.3 volt rail, maybe. I'm not 100% on that. Now, the interesting thing about this one, nothing around it. Oh, that's reading short. That goes to that resistor. There. There. Okay. Yeah, there's one cap next to it that's reading short. $30 volts, yeah. Definitely not going to harm a 3.3 volt rail, for sure. It'd be fine. What could go wrong? Alright, well. Jesus, it's like welded on. Let's move that up a bit. How's that? Yeah, that's good. Okay. So you reckon if I lift that max chip, you're thinking that will lift the short on the entire rail? likes to be tickled. 30 volts straight for a 3.3 volt rail. It's fine. What could go wrong? I'll stick 3000 volts through the 1.8 volt rail while I'm at it. See what happens for the lulz. Probably launch the switch into orbit. Mind you, that'd be something to see. That would be something to see. You're talking about this one, Phil? Oh, you can't see it, can you? I think you... Yeah, that one. Screw it. I'm YOLOing. Well, would you look at that? Oh Jesus, I think I slightly I think I heated up my tube of flux while I was doing that. Derp! No, I don't think so, Phil. This hasn't actually been plugged in yet since since the APU swap, so I don't think it's that at all. I know, it's annoying melting flux, and I do it all the time, and then like the tube will block up, and like I end up having to ram like a little needle down it. I gotta get more heat on the iron. More 20C, go! I fucking hate working in this area. I swear I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Everything's so tight together. Right, let's have a look. Let's see if that's relieved the short on this cap. I mean, these max chips are a pretty common failure point, so could be. Nope, short's still there. And is it still over here? I wonder about these ones around this other max chip. Let's check them. Yeah, same thing, look. Yeah, could be. I mean, absolutely could be. I'm pretty sure that the APU wasn't shorted when I took it off the other board, but that's not to say that me putting heat on it's not fucked it. You know what I mean? I mean, I have a mind now to just YOLO this until just to see if I can get rid of that short. Just literally rip stuff off and see what happens. Because my suspicion is this chip. I have no evidence at all to back that theory up. None. But it does mean I can put this into my pile of donor chips. So screw it. Fair enough. At this point, whatever, right? This switch ain't coming back to life. I accept that. Either that or I've created a short under the under the APU. Maybe when I've soldered it on, you know, could be that, right? I mean, who knows? Could be absolutely anything. 'Cause the thing is, I was soldering it onto a board that was dead as well, so could literally be anything. So at this point, I don't care. I'm going in now. I'm going full YOLO. Just cleaning up the solder a little bit, not because I think this will fix it, but because I'm making sure nothing's shorted on the pads. Well, let's see if that got rid of it. Nope. Shall we rip the APU off? What do you think? I could rip the APU off. I mean, if I rip the APU back off, rip off its brain again. It would confirm it, wouldn't it? It would confirm the theory. So let's do it. Let's rip the APU off. YOLO. YOLO swag McDank memes at this point. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it now. Assuming I can actually get the bastard PCB back in. There we go. Right, we're gonna do it, guys. We're gonna do it. We're gonna rip the APU off again. Oh, that's absolutely disgusting, that board. Alright, we'll confirm the theory. That's still really hot. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually, Phil. Problem is, I don't know what connects to what, you know what I mean? I don't have any schematics. I mean, I assume you guys have got a much better idea of this than me, because I just kind of screw around with this, right? Some of them I fix, some of them I don't. At least at my switches are, I can do whatever the hell I want with them and it doesn't matter, right? Nice. Smoking. Poor APU. I went to so much effort with that bloody thing as well, you know. Reballed it and everything. We can get that back under the scope. Let's have a better look at that then, shall we? Let's try that M92 area again. Yeah, looks like it was the APU. Pulling that off has cleared it right up. I guess the question is, was it just my bad soldering? Right? I don't think it was. I think the chip itself's probably cooked. The fuck? What the fuck is that? What? I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't, can you? You see those copper bits? Yeah, that does suck. It doubly sucks because I quite enjoyed reballing this thing. And like, didn't work. I'm sure I've cooked it. I've probably put too much heat into it. That's what I think I've done. Because, you know, looking at this chip, you know, I don't think it's a solder. Yeah, I probably just cooked the chip. I probably put too much heat into it. Oh yeah, interesting idea. Let's give it a go. So, I guess we'll try it in continuity mode. Let's have a look. So, I've got to clean the crap off my probes. So, if we go down here... Oh, I really should move that. 1 second, that's liable to break off one of the surface mount components. Yeah, that's better. So, that cap down there at the bottom left was shorted. Oh, bastard! I cut my finger earlier on my scalpel, right? I just got IPA in it. Oh, fuck. Stings. Later on, Phil. Have a good one. Alright, so I think it's that side of the cap. So, I guess if we keep the probe there... God, this is going to be bloody awkward. Okay. And then we go down the CPU like this. We might find where it was. And then we can match that up, right? Yeah, I mean, this meter I've got, it's not that quick because it's cheap, but it's not bad for the money, you know. But yeah, you're right. God, I got IPA in my wound again. Ow, ow, ow. That stings. So I'm just cleaning my probes up. And those pads. So I'm not digging through flux. No, 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 nope, 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 nope. Sorry, I know you guys can't see every pin I'm checking. God damn it, that made me jump. I was like, have I got continuity? No, that was just my soldering iron turning itself off. No, 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 no. Why does the Switch have so many bloody pins on the BGA? So many pins. I'm gonna have to take a look at the chat in a minute. 1, 2, da, da, da. Come on. Wait, which pin's that? Come on. That one. Is it that one? Aha. I just found the pin. It was that one. So, if I show you that, looking at this, where was it? These two at the top. Can you see those? I think you can, but like that line is that one and that one. Three. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? I know, we've got about 4 pins there buzzing. All on that same line. So, I guess I got to check the APU in the same alignment as it would have been on those same pins. So that would have been there. That would have been there. So they'd have been on this view, they'd be on the bottom. And how many from the top would they be? Let's recount that. So if I count from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 along from that dip. So that would put me at check under there again. 7 along from the bottom of that. About there. So we go from the CPU, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See if they have ground around them. Don't think so. I don't know. I mean, yeah, don't know. Well, you know, if anything, it was practice on replacing an APU, though. You know, maybe that APU's good. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna throw in the towel. I think just wasting time now. It was fun though. At least I got some components off as well, so I've always got spares ready to go now. So that's good, I guess. You know, it's not end of the world. Oh man, long shot. But yeah, I'm gonna call it quits. I'm gonna call it quits. At least for now. Thought a brain transplant would be easier. Yeah, turns out it wasn't. There's a surprise, there's a surprise. Besides, this is an absolute wreck now. Like, this, this board. Look at it. Poor thing. Look how they massacred my boy. Yeah, totally worth a try. I mean, you know, you don't know till you try. I mean, the nice thing about these, though, like, when they don't go well, I got a couple of RAM modules. I think the M92 was okay. I think BQ's okay. Bunch of connectors that are kind of hard to come by. I can't complain. When you do, Jason, I'll watch. I'll watch. Ah, Virginia. Thanks, Virginia. But yeah, so I'm gonna call it quits, and that is that. That is that. It was an interesting experiment, anyway. And yeah, I've still got a couple to sort out on my backlog, anyways. But I'm not gonna do that tonight. I think I'm done. I don't think Jason's gonna struggle recapping a Game Gear, you know. Right. Anyway, it was yeah, it was good having you all. So I'm gonna, as I say, I'm gonna call it quits here. So you know, you all have a good evening, guys, or day, or whatever it is, wherever you are. And as always, bye for now.